Welcome to the Phoenix Prosperity Podcast, where wealth meets legacy. Join your host, Tim Fergestad, as we explore the journeys of Phoenix's finest to success and beyond.
Hello, this is Tim Fergestad. Thank you for joining us. My guest today is Sheyda Zahiri, founder of All Smiles Dentistry, West Valley native and Temple University trained dentist.
Yes.
Dr. Zahiri has built her practice around patient education, comfort, and respectful care, bringing a thoughtful, relationship-driven approach to modern dentistry. Welcome to the show, Sheyda.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So you're a West Valley native.
Yes, I've been out here for 20 years. So when I came out here, it was like dirt and not a lot going on. And now it's dramatically grown and busy and happening.
All right. Business is booming.
Business is good. Can't complain.
Excellent. Excellent. So in that industry as a dentist, is there a lot of niching down, or is there just general competition for do you try to do everything? How does that work?
There's a lot of us dentists. We're not hard to find. Every corner there's a bunch of us. I think it really comes down to patients just liking you as a person. Okay. Most dentists, they do great work, so it's hard to say, oh, I'm better than all of them. But I think it just comes down to patient care, patients liking you, patients feeling valued. And, not just do a bunch of dental work, explaining things and making sure they understand, which is what my focus is on. Okay. And that's kind of, I guess, my niche for lack of a better term. But otherwise, there's a lot of us. You don't like me, there's plenty of others to go see, and I'm sure they're all wonderful. So
Right. Speaking personally, I don't like to wait like a half an hour when they're running late and things, right? The patient experience is probably
absolutely
big one. I like a gentle hygienist too.
Yes, and I have great hygienists. But it's really like almost like dating. Like you got to like them to go back, to refer your friends and family. And, the wait time, just the whole experience from the time the patient walks in the door to the time they leave, it's really an effort and something we care about. We want them to feel good because nobody likes the dentist. Who wants to go to the dentist? Not too many. We're not at the top of anybody's list.
But it's not something we do for fun.
Not very many people. There's a few people who love it, but for the most part, nobody really likes going to the dentist. And I understand that. And I don't take it lightly. And I do my best, whatever I can to make it an easy, an appointment.
You reminded me of the Steve Martin bit that they improvised in that show. The one with the plant. Bill Murray comes in. Steve Martin's the sadistic dentist.
Like they're torturing him.
But he loves it.
Oh.
It's the one with the plant. You feed me, Seymour. I can't remember the name of it. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so. I know another one that people tell me about, that patients being tortured, but maybe that's not the one.
All right. I'm going to look that up later and share that with you because it's good.
I'd like to see that.
It's classic Steve Martin and Bill Murray. Anyway, so I do know some dentists have been focusing on other skill sets and bringing it. I have a friend, she has a clinic up in the Northwest who's doing Botox as well there and stuff, and sort of aesthetics and pain. I don't know if it's TMJ and other sort of related aspects which open that doors. Can you speak to that at all, your experience? Or
Definitely was something I incorporated for a short period of time, but Botox does have a place in dentistry for pain, TMJ. We kind of inject it in the muscles of the jaw and, to help relieve pressure on the joints. It just depends on the kind of the focus of your practice to incorporate that, but it definitely is something useful. And so if we're not doing it, we always send patients out to other offices that are doing it, but it does help. But it's just one of those things, you got to keep doing it for it to work, and it's not one time. And ultimately, I just got a little busy to be able to take care of that part of the business.
Okay.
So I cut it out of my practice, but it is something I always educate patients on, especially when they're having jaw pain, as an option. to help.
Right.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, dentistry is growing and more stuff are being, incorporated. I've had people try to sell me devices to do facials, which I just think is insane. I'm
Right.
like, I really don't see that in my practice. But
I had somebody on the show. I'm spacing right now. I'll look it up, but they're just talking about the nature of oral care and general health. That it means seeing your dentist every 6 months is a great way to spot issues earlier,
yes,
right? And
yeah.
so can you speak to that a little bit and if that's going to be changing? Uh,
Well, I mean, changing in the sense I hope people see value in it. People go to their primary care physician maybe once a year, twice a year,
right.
every 2 years maybe for
Right.
their, physical. But we're somebody that they're supposed to be seeing twice a year, so we're monitoring things. We take their blood pressure, we check their, what their meds are like. We talk to them
Okay.
about other things. A lot of times, if there's something going on in the mouth, it's an indication of overall health.
Yeah.
They have uncontrolled diabetes, they're going to have more problems in the mouth. And so people sometimes don't make that connection and they think, oh, it's just my teeth. And it really is not just your teeth. There's so many connections. There's so many things that if are going wrong in your body will affect your mouth or your mouth can make them go worse. So, it's so important to come in. Even if you don't feel anything and you think everything is good, come in, let us tell you there's nothing wrong. We're always checking for oral cancer. These are things that nobody else is going to be doing, right? Your primary care physician isn't going to check your mouth for oral cancer. And so we're the ones in there checking. We're checking the mouth, we check the neck. There's so many things we look for other than just a tooth. So I do think there's so much value in coming in. Again, even if your teeth are perfect, even if you
Right.
have not a single problem, but coming in and giving us an opportunity to just give you an evaluation. And we also do educate patients. I have patients that come in and they're high blood pressure and they have medications and they don't want to take it. And, we spend time educating them and maybe they're not even going to their primary care physician for someone else to talk to them about it. So
Right.
there's a lot of educating we do outside of just teeth.
Okay. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that because it seems like I'm gonna reach back out to you. It seems like a really great position to be in, right? I don't know if you call it the catbird seat, but you know what I mean. It's the you get the most frequent
Yeah.
touches
Yeah. We see people
opportunities.
more frequent than any other provider. And it's always an opportunity to pay attention to what else is going on with you.
Right.
Sometimes bleeding gums is not just an indication of you're not flossing. There's other health
Right.
aspects that could be going on that we're like, hey, you know what? I think you need to go see your primary care. Or there's something else going on here where
Right.
people may think, oh, it's just I need to floss more. So
Right.
it is
Your
a
dent.
really good place to be in. I feel really blessed for what I do and be able to, deal with patients. And again, not just teeth. There's so much more to it.
Right. Go see your dentist. Could save your
Yes.
life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about becoming a dentist and setting up your own practice because we were talking before the show started. My wife's a physician stuff, and a lot of people they're trained to be a physician, but not to be an entrepreneur or run a business. Do they include a lot of that in your dentistry training?
No, no. I mean, I came out and I knew how to do fillings, crowns, root canals. That's all I knew. But I early on knew I wanted to own my own business and have my
Okay.
own practice so I can run it and treat patients the way I want to be treated. And it was years and years of trial and error. I'll tell you, I started in 2007, and within months of starting, I hit an awful recession. And it was the biggest learning lesson ever. That was an immediate MBA for me
Right.
because
For sure.
it was so much trial and error. Like I didn't know. I mean, I was just trying to learn how to be a dentist and learn how to run a business and survive. And I had loans
Right.
and no, I wish there was more training, but I feel like the business trained me, honestly,
Okay. Sure. Sure. On the job training.
on the job
Um,
training.
what percentage of your colleagues branch out on their own versus go work for someone else?
Quite a few, quite a few. I mean, everybody has this image that they're going to be a dentist, and they're going to be a millionaire, and they're going to open up their, sorry, let me turn on the light. It turned off.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, you got to do the dance. Yep.
That they're going to open this business, and it's just going to be, people are just going to flood in. And the reality of it is not that. There's so much more than just opening an office and throwing a bunch of money at it. You know, running a business is not easy. Hiring the right people to be on your team is not easy.
That's a skill in itself.
It's a skill. It's really a skill. And I feel like I've taken years and years of training for me to get the formula down, but quite a few.
Okay. And
that's why there's so many of us on every corner.
why did you want to run your own business?
You know, initially I thought there would be more freedom, which is a mistake in owning your own business.
A lot of people think that. People, yeah, but
being a business owner is freedom, and it's actually the opposite. If you want to do it and you want to do it well, there's minimal freedom. But I wanted to do
at least for the first portion of it, right? I mean,
I feel like
once
I'm
you
20
scale
years
and
in
grow,
and I don't feel like I have that freedom.
Right.
So I don't know, but I'm also a very hands-on OCD type A person. But for myself, I just wanted to run a business the way I wanted to. I didn't want someone to tell me, hey, we need to meet numbers. Just go do it. Just go do that crown. Go do this. You know, patients would get upset. Someone else was monitoring my schedule. Someone else would book, you know, a bunch of patients that I couldn't see. People are waiting. They get angry. Dentistry is a very expensive form of medicine, and people have expectations. And so I was falling short of other people's expectations. So I was like, why am I going to do that? I don't want to work like that. I don't want an office manager to tell me what I need to do to meet some goals and numbers for the office and the business. Ultimately, it's like not for me. But there's sacrifice in it, right? You know, you give up a lot to get to be a business owner and do everything else. And so it's
right. You take the risk. You take a lot of risk.
I mean, obviously early on there was a huge financial risk for me. I didn't know there was a recession coming. I didn't know what I was doing. So that was a major risk. Fortunately, I made it through it, but there's the risk, financial, time, you give up other things to get to where you want.
For sure. That's a good point too of starting off in a tough economic cycle. I think it was Jim Collins's book, Great by Choice, but talks about how some of the best companies are forged and created in tough times, right? And they are forced to get really good systems in place and so forth. So most bigger companies are not on the stock market for very long, right? Maybe it's like 20, 30 years and they come off, but the ones that stay are the ones who started in tough times.
Yeah. It makes you very resilient. You're either resilient or you're just fold. And so for me, it was just, I worked 4 days a week for somebody to pay my bills. I worked 2 days a week in my office. I mean, I worked 6 days a week for years till I could kind of get over the hump of that. And so it was tough. But I was determined to make it work. I was like, it was just the option of failure was not there for me, even though I could have just walked away many, many times.
Right. It's just a mental commitment.
It was a mental commitment. Yeah.
Excellent. So Sheyda, do you have other doctors working in your group now?
No, it's just mainly me. I've had associates here and there come, but again, I'm very type A, very OCD. And so I like to be involved. I like a certain level of care. And so it's just easier for me to be the main one. I do have plans of adding someone. I would love to be able to train them, but I haven't found the right person.
Sure.
I need a mini me of myself. So.
Okay. Well, that's like you said, hiring is a skill, and it's a skill.
Yeah. And again, you know, everybody wants to go open their own practice. And so, you know, I don't want a revolving door of dentists just coming in and out. You know, they come for
you train them and then they take off.
Yeah. And so for me, I'm just like, I want to find the right person if they're going to join my practice that's got the same mindset, same approach to medicine.
Same values. Yeah.
Values. Absolutely.
Okay. What are sort of your goals for 26?
26, just growing my practice more. It's my goal is always to grow my practice. No matter how many years I've been in, it's always to grow, get better. We're always investing in newer technology and training. Anything I can do to get better, for my team to get better, that's my goal. You know, after a certain point, it's hard to have big goals. So it's always the little stuff that add up for us. And so, you know, making sure, you know, we're up to date with everything, our training, technology. Those are, you know, top of the list for us.
Sure. So what are your thoughts about growing sort of income outside of the business? Because as an entrepreneur, you spend all your time in reinvesting in the business all
Yes.
the time. And most business owners reach a certain point and they realize, okay, I need to diversify a little bit. I need to start thinking about the future and how to replace my routine income.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely something on the horizon. But I feel like all my talent is in dentistry. I don't feel like I have a talent outside of this. So I love the idea. I want to do it. I grew up with parents who were entrepreneurs and
Mhm.
business owners, and they came as
Well,
immigrants and grew
okay.
life here doing that. I just don't know what I would do, to be honest. I mean, you do little things, but I need some
Well,
guidance.
that's
Maybe you could help me
well,
out.
well, that's what I was going to say. A lot of people, particularly high income earners who are really skilled and dialed into their niche, their time is best spent there, right? So
Reality.
a lot of about a third of my investors are business owners. About a third of them are physicians, and some of them want to go off and they go buy their own rental properties and stuff, and then they eventually realize, okay, is the return on my money is meh, and the return on my time is terrible because their time is super valuable. So, so I offer like passive real estate investments, right?
Yeah.
And so they get to diversify, get some great returns, but also they don't have to do anything, right? They're
Yeah.
passive. So,
Yeah, I'll have to
that,
pick your brain on that because my husband and I always talk about this, and then neither one of us actually go out
but
and
you're
do it.
busy, right? It doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a scary thing, right? When you know your trade and you know it well and you've been so dialed in, it's
Yeah.
scary to step out and be like, I don't really know enough. I'm not educated enough in those things to just
And
go and, throw money and hope it works.
right. And your business is your baby, right?
Yes, for
You
sure.
don't want to take attention away from it per
Yes.
se.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, here's a question I've been asking people lately, which I like is, have you done anything in the past year or so that's changed your life?
Um, in what way?
Oh, it could be the business, could be personal. Some people, one guy went on a meditation retreat and it changed
That would
his
be
life.
nice.
I mean, there's all over just curious.
I mean, business wise, I've implemented the right people into my practice, which it's made my
That
life
can be
easier and
huge.
it's
Yeah.
made business easier. And so that's been great. Just
Okay.
having the right people on your bus in the right position makes a world of difference.
Yeah, they can
That's
start
been
training
great.
other people. You get them
Yeah,
dialed in, they can write down the
they're
SOPs and
dialed in.
everything.
We have the same focus. We have the same plan. We have the same approach. And so it allows me to just focus on teeth and dental care. And personally, I mean, I work out a lot and I've just been doing a lot of weightlifting. Yes.
Nice, nice,
And so that's what past year I stopped doing cardio and all I do is heavy weights. And
awesome,
so that's
awesome.
made a huge impact on my health. And so,
Excellent.
yeah,
I had recently last year discovered I think it's Gabrielle Lyons. Do you know her?
yes, yes.
Okay, she
I
just had
listen to her
her book came
podcast.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, just if you don't mind sharing, just what were the big changes, right? More energy, more
More
metabolism.
energy, more strength, your metabolism. Obviously, the more muscle your body has, the better your
Mhm.
metabolism is. In general, I'm a very high energy person. I'm not someone who needs to take energy drinks. I'm always go, go, go. But it's helped me stay go, go, go without
All right,
having,
or,
a huge collapse in energy. But
right.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you just notice it in all aspects. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, just for our listeners who may not know, over the past decade or so, well, there's been sort of a health renaissance with technology and other stuff too, but people have realized, and that's kind of one of she's trying to be the champion of the skeletal muscle. Well, yeah, just that muscle is the organ of longevity,
Yes,
right? And just how
for sure.
important it is. And you lose, I don't remember what percentage every year as you age on average. And so it's really important to maintain it and even build it. And you can build it.
And it gets
Super
harder
important.
to do as you age, right? It's
It
easier
does
when
get
you're
harder.
20 than when you're 30 and 40. And so health and fitness are really important parts of my life. And so
They
outside
affect
of
how you
work,
show up in your business.
yeah, I mean, for sure. And so outside of work, that's a huge focus for me. And
Excellent.
so anything I can do to be stronger and healthier, I'm all about it.
Excellent. Yep. That's kind of I think of my last year's or my New Year last month's New Year's newsletter. My focus there was on health and wealth, and it was talking the quote that I always like, right? the healthy person has 1,000 dreams and the sick person has one.
That's true. Yeah, for sure. And so I think in this day and age, with all the advancements in medicine and all the things out there, I think it makes it easier for people to get to that goal, if that truly is their goal, to be healthy.
Right. They just have to take responsibility. You are the CEO of your health, right? You gotta.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Excellent. Excellent. So you've been operating 20 years. You probably have quite a following and a lot of families you've had over the years. That's got to be fun to have an impact in the community.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the biggest compliment when people come back. They continue to come back. They refer their friends and family to us. Again, nobody likes the dentist. So if somebody goes out on a limb and it's like, my dentist is great, go. It's like, I don't take it lightly. I genuinely appreciate it. And I let people know, hey, thank you. Like, that's what helps me stay in business, right? Without them, I'm nothing. Without my patients, I don't have a business.
Sure, sure.
And so if anybody's willing to do that and, vouch for us and refer friends, it's definitely the biggest compliment to us. And
Sure,
so, yeah,
awesome.
I've been very fortunate. I've had a lot of great people in my practice. And so I can't say how appreciative of that. I mean, it's amazing.
100%. It's the same in my industry too. When people refer people to me, I'm always super excited. That's the best.
Yeah. I mean, it means like, good job, pat on the back. You're doing great. So yeah, that's really nice.
All right. So wrapping things up, reflection question. What do you wish you knew sooner about success in your field?
I wish I knew sooner how to run a business. I wish I knew who to have on my team. I think working with the right people. And
did you ever use like a business coach or anything like that?
I did not. I mean, I didn't have the money. Like I was just like, I was like in survival mode.
Right.
So I wish I had great mentors to begin with. I was really all just trial and error. I'm fortunate I made it and I stayed in business, but I think had I had some great mentors, that would have really made things a lot easier.
Right.
So, yeah.
Do you follow Layla Hormozi?
Yes, I do.
Nice. I thought so. She's a rock star.
Yes, she's amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Sheyda. So if people would like to connect with you or learn more about All Smiles, where can they go? What should they do?
They can get on our website, www.drzdentistry.com. They can call us, text us, the number on there, you can call or text, but definitely through our website would be the easiest thing.
All right. All right. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. Thank you very much, Dr. Sheyda Zahiri, for joining us today.
Dr. Z, make it easy.
Yeah, Dr. Z. All right. We appreciate you sharing your story and your entrepreneur and success here in the West Valley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Inspired by our guests? Visit PhoenixProsperityPodcast.com/guest and join us on the show and share your success story with Tim. The spotlight awaits.